to solve the second example. Our second example now is 5s squared plus 7s plus 2. So we have 5s squared plus 7s plus 2. So first of all, we look for the products. We are looking for the two things that when we are going to be multiplying the first term and the last term. So I'm doing 5s squared times 2. So 5 times 2 is 10, then the s squared, right? Then we are looking for the factors. We are looking for two numbers that when we multiply, we'll get 10s squared. So now the possibilities. Remember, the two things should have s. So the first possibility is 10s and s. If you multiply this, you get 10s squared. Another one is 5s and 2s. These are the two possibilities. But if we observe, our middle term is positive 7s. So I'm checking now. If I add this, I'm having 11s. But if I add this, I'm having 7s. So two of them are already giving me 10s squared. But the one I'll pick is the one that will give me the middle term, which is this one. So that's the one that will work. So that means my two factors are positive 5s and positive 2s. So I'll carry it and go and replace the middle term. So that means I will now be having the 5s squared plus, instead of writing 7s, I can now write these two things. 5s plus 2s. Then the plus 2. So I just replace the middle term with these two things. And if you check, 5s plus 2s is 7s. So next thing you do is to group them in twos, the first two things in a bracket. So the first two things, you write it in a bracket plus the last two things in another bracket. So you now ask yourself, what is common between these two things? If in JS3 you learned HCF, in JS3 you learned HCF, and they were telling you how to find what is common between two things. So if you can go back to that HCF, it will also help you to know what is common. But if you want me to treat that as a separate topic, let me know in the comment section. But looking at this, I can see 5 here, I can see 5 here. I see S, I see S. So that means what is common is just 5s. So I bring out that 5s. If you like, do it the way I did here. Use that 5s to divide each of them. But in your mind, you already know you are dividing. So I'm not going to repeat what I did here. What I'm just going to do is, if I remove 5s squared from 5s squared, 5 is already off. And 1s is off. So what is just remaining is s. And if you check, 5s times s is 5s squared. And I remove 5s from 5s. What will remain is 1. When any number divides itself, the result is 1. So if I divide 5s by 5s, the answer will be 1. Plus, I will now check what is common between these two. I'm seeing a 2 here, I'm seeing a 2 here. That means the factor, the HCF is 2. If I remove 2 from 2s, s will remain. And if I divide 2 by 2, 1 remains. Sorry, please, whenever I say remove and I'm looking at this, I'm talking about division. Please, let it not confuse you. I like using that word remove a lot. Whenever I'm saying remove, just know I'm talking about division. So now when we are going to do next, those ones that are common, write it in one bracket. The ones that are outside in another bracket. So like this, we've gotten our factors. So these are the factors of 5s squared plus 7s plus 2. And we are going to be taking the last one, which is the third one. Okay, yeah. So the third one, which is 3s squared minus s minus 2.